It's a holiday season and many families are heading to the movies.
Yeah, but they're going to have to think twice this year because of all the fallout from this massive cyber attack. New threat today, hackers promising to attack theaters, playing The Interview. Sony now telling them they don't have to show the movie. Some are backing out. ABC's Cecilia Vega is in LA with the latest. Good morning, Cecilia.
George, good morning to you. One of the largest theater chains in the country says it is now pulling the plug on The Interview. This really is hitting Sony right in the wallet. What was a corporation under siege is now hackers threatening an entire nation. Overnight, Sony telling theater owners they do not have to run The Interview when the controversial comedy about North Korea is released on Christmas Day. And so far, at least one theater chain already reportedly canceling all showings. This following the most dangerous warning yet from the group claiming it hacked Sony's servers. The hackers calling themselves Guardians of Peace issuing a threat invoking 9/11, implying there will be attacks at theaters showing the movie. Saying in a taunting online message, "We recommend you to keep yourself distant. If your house is nearby, you'd better leave." And promising soon all the world will see what an awful movie Sony has made. The world will be full of fear. So far, Sony not commenting on the latest threat, but the film stars Seth Rogen and James Franco called off their promotional tour after telling George Stephanopoulos,
"We set out to make a movie that was really entertaining to audiences, and I genuinely think we did that, and that's where my job ends."
The company is going to have to work with law enforcement to decide how seriously to take this threat.
The FBI now investigating, and the Department of Homeland Security saying at this time there is no credible intelligence to indicate an active plot against movie theaters within the United States. And now the movie giant is facing even more fallout, lawsuits. One from two former employees claiming Sony failed to protect confidential information, calling it an epic nightmare. Private information like social security numbers, salaries, emails, embarrassing Hollywood, and the hackers promising there is more to come.
It's absolutely impossible at this point to calculate the amount of damage that's been done. I mean, Sony has now been opened up to potentially years of litigation.
And by more to come, the hackers reportedly have released the entire email account of Sony Entertainment CEO George. This has just been one taunt after the next.
Boy, it sure has to say. Let's bring in our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas. And Pierre, this may be one of the biggest cyber attacks ever. Officials getting any closer to figuring out who's behind this?
Good morning, George. This is a top priority at the highest levels of government. And my sources say they're closing in on who did it. Everything is being looked at, including the chance that someone from inside Sony could be involved. But I can also tell you that the North Korean government is a prime suspect. The attack was so sophisticated and brazen. They didn't just post embarrassing emails from high-level company officials. They deleted files. They stole sensitive information about company plans and projects. They really damaged Sony. A number of my sources are wondering if we're in a new era of economic blackmail, George.
Yeah, we have never seen anything like this before. But how capable is North Korea or the people behind this of really carrying out these attacks they're threatening?
They're still assessing the credibility, and they found no evidence to support the movie theater threat. My sources say this could be a bluff, but because it might be North Korea, there are truly a lot of unknowns, George.
There sure are. Okay, Pierre, thanks very much.